Hi guys, it's Shay from Ayaba's Wind again. I am back to do your Love Tarot pop-up for February into March for the Leo Fire Sign Collective. If you haven't seen my previous videos, I'm a priestess in the Afro-Cuban tradition, so I will be interpreting these cards at times from an Afro-Cuban spiritualist perspective. If at any point in time you would like to get a private reading, you can email me at ayabaswind, WYND 999 at gmail.com. What I usually do is I start off with a quick prayer and then I do shuffle on camera. So if you do not wish to see the shuffling or the prayer, you can skip to the timestamp that is marked below in the description. Okay. Also, if you like what I'm doing, please definitely like the video, share the video, and certainly subscribe. I welcome all of your comments as well. So I'm going to get started. Just give me a couple of seconds and we'll go from there. All right, guys, so just FYI, I have created a series of oracle cards that will help me in this reading. It will help Spirit to communicate the messages that they want to communicate, okay? I typically don't talk during shuffling. I may make a comment here or there, but I just don't like to break the flow and the energy, all right? So we're going to get started. Okay, the cards are coming. Sometimes Spirit does not want to talk through certain cards. So this is a good thing. And they're actually giving time checkpoints and descriptions of people. Okay, so this is a good thing. Hold on just a second. Okay, these cards are flying. That's why I love to shuffle on camera, because you will see the phenomena of the cards jumping out, okay? Okay. Okay, your spirit guides really want to talk. I'm not going to pull any more cards from this deck. So I'm just going to start, and then we'll use more cards to further elaborate. Okay, guys, so let's see what Spirit has to say. The first time checkpoint is winter. Okay, so something either happened in the winter time, this winter, which basically spans the months of November, December, January, and into February. Something significant could have happened or is about to happen since February is ending, or something will take place next winter, something significant. Okay, the spirit guides wouldn't have chosen that particular part of year if it wasn't significant. Okay, it could be birth of a child, it could be a pregnancy, it could be a wedding, it could be a proposal, it could be a tower moment. Okay, but something happened in the winter or is going to happen. The next time checkpoint is several weeks. All right, so you see that we are in the last week of February, so several weeks will carry us into I would say like the end of March into like the first or second week of April. So something significant is going to happen in the next several weeks from now until about the first or the second week of April. So mark that on your calendars, guys. Let me fix this. Mark that on your calendars because something significant is going to happen. Okay, several weeks. There is a jealous and possessive ex that's trying to get in the way of you being in union with your soulmate. Okay, so 9 times out of 10, if you're watching this, there are some challenges in your relationship with your special person, and I call this scenario your love story. Okay, so typically in a love story you have the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and then you have the karmics in the external, okay, that figure prominently within the reading. So this jealous and possessive ex is trying to block you from getting into union with your special person if you are not in union with them yet. You could be dating someone that's really just, someone to take up the time, to help you to deal with loneliness, to help you financially, but this is not your special person yet. So just keep in mind, there's an ex that's blocking somewhere. Okay, this could be your special person that is jealous of you being in a relationship or being out in the world dating. Okay, and they could be trying to do things to kind of block your success with going into union with someone else. Or it could be your special person's karmic that sees that your special person is pulling away from them, and they're doing anything and everything in their power to try and trap them or stop them. So that's definitely a distinct possibility. So I created these oracle cards based on love songs for the last 40 or 50 years. So this particular love song that came up is Jodeci, and the song is Love You for Life. Okay, so this, just keep in mind the feelings and the sentiments can be exchanged, but I'm going to take it from your special person's perspective that they are totally and completely in love with you. Even if you're not in union, even if the person ghosted you, the sentiment of love is still there. They love you for life, okay? And basically, if you've ever had questions or doubt about that, Spirit is confirming to you that, like, this is a love of a lifetime for this person. This is a love that this person did not expect, all right? And this is a love that could have frightened or made this person nervous, and maybe that's why you are not in union with them now. Okay, maybe that's why you guys fell out at some point in your love story. I'm with you just for sex, for the sex and money. Okay, so this doesn't sound like this particular card does not sound like love. Okay, this sounds like you could be with someone just for the sex, to kill the time, to basically express yourself. Or this could be your special person who's with someone just for the sex and the money, okay? Nothing more. There's like no love there. So don't worry if you know that they're seeing someone or they're dating. There's nothing significant there. This is what Spirit is saying. Spirit has pulled these cards. That's why I like to shuffle on camera, because Spirit pulls out, makes the cards jump, okay? And so these are the messages that they're conveying. But the great news is that your soulmate is coming. Your soulmate is on its way. Okay. So those time checkpoints, the one in particular, I would like to think, because I'm a fellow Leo, but I would like to think that your soulmate is coming within the next several weeks. So you could be meeting your soulmate between now and the first or second week in April. The other thing is, if your soulmate is not a new person and there is a return of someone, then that person could be coming back on the scene, texting you, calling you, or communicating with you through someone within the next few weeks, okay? I'm Thinking About You by Frank Ocean, okay? So you are definitely on this person's mind. You are thinking about them, they're thinking about you. All right. I know it's been a while. There's probably been ups and downs between you guys, but Spirit is saying like you are definitely in their thoughts, and the feelings could be vice versa. Okay. If I ain't got you, I'm nothing. Alicia Keys. Okay. And so basically what Spirit is saying is that, yeah, you guys may not be in union. And, you know, your special person could portray themselves as, you know, having a grand old time, you know, partying, drinking, whatever. However, they're not doing so well behind closed doors. Emotionally, there are challenges there. All right. And so, you know, you have really been an important part of this person's life. You impacted them in a very significant way, whether they told you this or not. But Spirit is letting you know. Spirit is giving you like a view into their subconscious, a view into their psyche, okay? A view into their most private parts of their soul, okay? And Spirit is saying like, you're watching this, I'm going to show you what is going through this person's mind, okay? These butterflies, I just want to love on you, Queen Ninja, okay? This song is a beautiful song. This song speaks a lot about love, passionate, deep, profound love, okay? This is the kind of feeling that you get when this person walks in the room. Like, you know, your stomach gets nervous. You feel like butterflies in your stomach, okay? You feel nervous, you feel anxious, okay? Your heart might start racing. Like these are true signs of love. Now, there is competition for this person. Now, this card could apply to you as well. You know, you could be on the dating scene and, you know, there could be multiple people vying for your attention. You know, there could be multiple options for you. Okay, but Spirit is saying that there's competition for this person in particular. There's more than one person that's, you know, involved, more than one person that wants a piece of your special person. Okay. Breaking down the wall so that I can progress. So, you know, this card is like the equivalent of the Hangman, okay? This is like, you know, being in contemplation, working on self to ascend spiritually. And in that ascension, as a part of their life's journey, it's them connecting once and for all with their divine feminine or the divine masculine, okay? And so they're working on themselves. So in this period of you and your special person not being in union, there's a reason for this. This is so that they can come back bigger, better, more improved, spiritually, emotionally, even physically for that matter, okay? So they're working on themselves, rest assured. There are reasons why I left, but I can't let you go. Earth, Wind, and Fire. This song came out, I think, in like the 1970s or early 1980s. Okay, so the reasons why they left are not yet made clear. So hopefully, Spirit will reveal them as we go through the cards. But they still love you, and it was probably painful for them to leave. It probably hurt them. What I'm feeling is that there was a circumstance that they had to prioritize over you. All right, and regretfully so. All right. Ain't no mountain high enough to keep me from loving you. Marvin Gaye and Tammy. Okay, so they're in this person's life that you're not in union with now. There are a lot of obstacles. There are a lot of things getting in the way of them coming into union with you. But they have had an awakening, okay, as a part of their ascension, as a part of their like hangman moment. They've had this awakening, and so there's clarity that yes, you were the one they love. They could have dated many people. They could have tried to find a substitute for you, but they were not successful in that. And I think in their failure to find someone like you, they had that epiphany moment that you are truly the one for them. Okay, and so they are in this phase of now coming out of this hangman period, and so this is what this 7-week window is more than likely about. Ego is holding me back from happiness and wish fulfillment. So yes, Leo, this could be you. Leos can tend to have a big ego, and I know because I'm a Leo. And but I've learned to check the ego throughout the years. I'm still a work in progress, but I'm feeling like this is your person. Okay, this person definitely has an ego. We all have egos, right? But sometimes some people have bigger egos than others, and so sometimes that ego can be out of control. And I would liken this to the devil card in traditional tarot. Sometimes the devil card means the ego. The ego is the aspect of self that can get people in trouble. Okay, they can make them go to extremes and act impulsively, be demonstrated through addictions, sex addictions, food addictions, alcohol addictions, drug addictions. Okay, so this ego can run rampant in someone. And so apparently with this person that you are trying to get in union with, the ego was a challenge for this person. This ego is in part what prevented this person from going into union with you. And because you have spirit guiding you and watching over you and protecting your interests, spirit in fact needed to have you guys go into separation so that this person could check that ego. Okay, because it wasn't matching with the energy that you were bringing. And so this person was basically forced to work on self. Okay, and sometimes in that working in self, in that period that you guys have not been together, that includes dating other people. That includes exploring oneself, okay? Going through ups and downs. And it could be hurtful, but this is what spirit is saying. You do have a long distance or foreign lover coming in. So this special person could be someone who's foreign, someone who could be from the Caribbean, someone who could be from Europe or some other country. Or this long distance love or foreign person could be a new person coming in. All right, so you may have this a new person coming in, and then you have someone from the past possibly, and so this can possibly create a conflict of two of swords in trying to decide which way you're going to go, okay? Who you're going to choose. Now, this person that is a part of your love story could have been caught cheating, okay? Or this person that this person that your special person is associated with could have been cheating on them, or someone who you're connected with, someone who you may be dating now, could be cheating, okay? So this cheating card can have different aspects to it. And so some of these cards may resonate with you, all of the cards may resonate with you, or none of it may resonate with you, which is quite all right, okay? But this is going to be for a select few that cheating occurred. Return of the Mac, still in player mode, Mark Morrison. This song came out, I think, like, if not the 1980s, maybe the 1990s, okay? Return of the Mac, it's such a hot song. But what this card is saying is that, you know, your person is still in player mode, or was still in player mode. And maybe the player mode is what prompted them to cheat. Maybe they were hanging out with friends, partying too much, okay? And so Spirit is saying, like, this, because they were a Mac, they were in player mode, this was not conducive to you guys getting in union with one another, okay? And so they may be working themselves out of that phase to now ascend to come into union with you. I'm walking away from the connection. So someone is walking away from this connection, okay? This could be the karmics that are walking away because maybe they're realizing like they can't hold on to the divine masculine or the divine feminine. Or it could be for a select few. Some of you may be just walking away because you're tired. Like you haven't seen any movement, you haven't seen any progress. So you may be walking away, or this could be your special person walking away from you. They could be giving up on the situation. They could have found someone else. And so nevertheless, everything is happening for you in divine time, in spirit's time, okay? So if this person did in fact walk away, you don't have to worry, because Spirit said that your soulmate is coming in several weeks. All right, so remember that. Your soulmate is coming. So whether it's the old person from the past or whether it's the new person coming in, you have a soulmate coming in. Okay, so this is great news. Now, okay, so several weeks. Someone is walking away from the connection. And in whoever that is walking away from this connection, and my head is tingling right now, the wedding bells are going to ring. Wedding bells are ringing. Someone is getting married. There's a proposal. There's a commitment on the table. This is the equivalent to the Hierophant in traditional tarot, okay? This could also be the Four of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, okay? Wedding bells are ringing. Spirit is saying that there is going to be a proposal somewhere, okay? Now, I can't tell you for sure whether that proposal is going to be the event that's happening in the next several weeks. The wedding bells could be happening in the winter. You could be marrying in the winter because we did have that winter time checkpoint. For a remote few of you, whoever is walking away could be walking away to possibly get married, okay? But I would like to think that it is you, divine masculine or feminine, that's getting ready to marry your special person. And you have extra confirmation here. On bended knee, a proposal is coming, boys to men. Okay? You can't make this up. So you had the wedding bells ringing and the proposal. So this is double confirmation, okay? So it's truly, in fact, if this were a traditional tarot card reading, you would have pulled the Two of Cups. You would have pulled the Lover's card. You would have pulled the Ten of Pentacles. You would have pulled the Ten of Cups. You would have pulled the Four of Wands, okay? Beautiful, absolutely beautiful energy, okay? So even amidst the storm, the stormy parts of this love story of yours, it is all coming together in the next several weeks, okay? So just keep your eyes on the prize and continue to move to develop yourself. You're in prayer to whatever you believe in. You're in meditation, chanting the mantras. I have a ton of mantras listed under my playlist for Sanskrit mantras. And I also have Jason Gallant. You can go under those and continue to cultivate the love, the romance, the passion, desire, breaking any negative energies, and just moving you forward to your happiness. You make up to break up, and that's all you do. Okay, so this is saying that you may have broken up with this person on a number of occasions, but you got back together to break up again. Okay, and so this wasn't very conducive or healthy to the relationship. So Spirit is just acknowledging this. All right, there is a secret love child. All right, so this secret love child, now this could fit in a number of different scenarios. So this secret love child could be the reason why your person left you. Okay, this is a possibility. Or there could be your special person is in a relationship with a karmic. The karmic was pregnant. But in this pregnancy, this baby is not your special person's. This baby could possibly belong to someone else who the karmic was in a third party with, messing around with, okay? However, this karmic may try to pin this baby on your special person, okay? But nevertheless, there is a secret love child somewhere. Now, in another remote scenario, this could be that you are pregnant, and between your special person and the person that you were kind of on and off with, we don't know whose baby this is. Okay, so the person you could be saying is the father may not really be the father. All right, that's a possibility. Right? Release your ex so that you can evolve and get your blessing. So Spirit is saying, like, just come up off of those feelings and emotions of being stuck in the moment with an ex of yours, so that you can claim your blessing, so you can start with a clean slate, clear your energy, clear your aura, and not be really stuck in the past, so that you can move forward to receive your blessings. Even if this person, even if your soulmate is someone from the past, Spirit is saying they want you to start anew. Don't bring up the drudgery of the past. Yes, express how you feel in your initial meeting or two, but like, start anew. If your soulmate is going to be someone from your past, like a Six of Cups kind of moment, okay? But if your soulmate is going to be someone new, certainly it's not fair for your new soulmate to deal with the emotions from the past. So Spirit is telling you to start preparing yourself, getting ready to receive this new love. And finally, Tripping Over Your Love, LMA, awesome song. Okay, and so this is someone who right now is not feeling you being in a relationship with anyone. They're upset that you may be dating. This is very upsetting for them, and so they're basically tripping over this. They're having anxiety, they're having problems sleeping, a lot of worry. It's causing them to be cranky, moody, very upset. Okay, it's bothering them. Okay, and it's kind of causing them to reflect on maybe how they treated you in the past. Okay, so I'm going to confirm with some additional cards just to round out the picture. So just give me a couple seconds. card flew. Okay. Okay, that's way too many cards. Sorry. Way too many. Wow. Okay. Guys, these cards are flying, so I'm not going to pull any more because I don't want the video to be too long. Just keep in mind, if you want a private reading, I'm open for readings now at ayabaswind, WYND999.com, at gmail.com, sorry. All right, so we have another time checkpoint of the fall. So something significant either happened in the fall or is going to happen this fall. So this fall could be September, October, and into November. So this is another time checkpoint. This could be a proposal, it could be a wedding, it could be a pregnancy, or it could be someone giving birth. What you leave, don't come back for. Spirit is saying, what you leave, do not go back. Okay? Why is it that you don't go back? Because it'll cause problems, drama. In worst case scenario, someone could have an STD. And you will regret going back. There could be a big blow up, a fight that could ruin your chances of happiness with the soulmate. Okay, so a lot of people don't like this card, but this card came up. Spirit wants you to know that black magic has been worked. Okay, so remember, we got the card with the jealous ex. So this jealous ex is more than likely, I don't know where this card is. This jealous ex is more than likely, yep, it was the second card that came up. Okay. This jealous ex is more than likely the one that's working this black magic. Okay. And so the black magic could be what? It could be candle work, spell work, brujeria, whatever it is. Okay. And so keep in mind, this black magic happens in all races and all cultures. It's not just designated to the continent of Africa. Okay. And so you can even check on my playlist for international spirituality, and you will see like there are witchcraft practices or pagan practices from around the world, but someone is working something. And so this is probably the reason why it has taken you so long to get into union with this person. This jealous ex is trying to block you every which way. Okay. What are the reasons? It could be the karmic that just doesn't want you to get in union with your divine person. Okay. It could be that your divine person is trying to block you from getting into union with someone else because, they may not be ready to offer you love. Okay. But someone is working something, rest assured. And you can't make this up. Spirit is saying a spiritual cleaning is needed. Okay. Spirit chose these cards. So what you're going to have to do, if you so choose, you can go to my discussion section of my channel and look for the white bath. The white bath is cascarilla, a little teeny tiny bit of Florida water. You can use cocoa butter shavings, like tap water, cool to lukewarm, either goat's milk, coconut milk, or regular whole milk, and some white flower petals from either daisies or carnations. And you're going to stir it with your left hand, and you're going to pray to clean you, to uplift you, to break all the spells and curses and hexes that have been worked against you, that have been worked against your relationship. You're going to bathe physically with soap and water first, and then the spiritual bath that you've made, you're going to dump it over your head. You're going to air dry. You're going to dress in white, sleep in white. And you're going to do this for about several days. Okay. And so hopefully this will be enough to kind of remedy your situation. I don't know how severe, excuse me, The black magic that's been worked is, I don't know. I don't get a sense right now that is really hefty, but you definitely need to do work. You should also smoke out your place with sage or frankincense and myrrh. And keep in mind, all of these items you can get on Amazon.com or go to your local botanica to pick up these supplies, okay? Someone is pregnant. Wow. Someone is pregnant. So now keep in mind, this pregnancy could have just happened, is about to happen, or is going to happen. And this pregnancy could be, you could be the one that's getting pregnant. I know that's mostly women that watch the tarot card readings, or if you're a man, you could get someone pregnant, but someone is pregnant. Okay, this pregnancy could be regarding the love child, or that could be a whole separate incident. All right, but someone is pregnant. There is a baby coming. And like I told you, there's worry and anxiety. Okay, there's worry and anxiety because the clock is ticking. All right, this whole period of time that you have not been in union with your special person, now the pressure is on. The pressure is on for your special person to find you, to come and get you, okay? And the pressure is mounting. Whether they know it or not, there is a time frame in which they need to secure this union with you, okay? Money is like water through a basket. So you may feel like your money is funny right now, and this could be as a result of the black magic that was worked. So this person, the effects of this black magic could be impacting your money, in which case you can do the money bath that I have listed as well under the discussion section, which is you can get fresh parsley and fresh mint from the grocery store, put them in a bowl of cool or lukewarm water. Start ripping the leaves into the water to release the ache, the spiritual energy, the magic of the plant into the water until the water turns green. Sift out all the leaves and stems, squeeze it out, then stir with your left hand and pray to open up the way for the money blessings to come, to help you to hold on to the money you have, to pour in more money blessings, okay? And like I said, you're going to bathe physically first with soap and water, and then what you're going to do is you're going to you're going to then do this bath over your head. You're going to air dry, dress in white, and this bath I think you should do for 3 days, okay? 3 or 5 days, whatever your spirit tells you to do, and that should help with your money piece. There's no trust between us. Yeah, there's no trust between you guys. There was cheating, there was lies, a love child, you know, third-party situation. Guys, it is what it is. That's the equivalent of the Three of Swords. There's no trust, okay? However, in all of this hurt, in all of this pain, there is love, okay? And unfortunately, you know, when love is given, some people don't know how to receive love. They don't even know what love is until you may have introduced it to them. And then they feel these stirrings of love inside of them and they don't know what to do. So this person, they want to marry you. They want to marry you. You've had 3 marriage cards already in this reading, which is amazing. Okay, so marriage and engagement, it's all going to happen, okay? You have the time checkpoints of the fall, the winter, and several weeks, okay? And like I said, you know, dealing with these feelings, the pressure, the love that they have for you, this person or you could be overindulging in drugs, food, sex, alcohol. Okay, and so, you know, if this is you, you should definitely work on the prayers and meditation and yoga to curb it, okay? And I know, you know, sometimes it gets frustrating, it gets lonely, you know, you're wondering when your special person, your soulmate is going to come. Just hold tight. Get your mind, your body, your spirit right, because it is coming, okay? I told you in several weeks, there's going to be something significant that happens between now and the first or second week in April. And then there's a gypsy spirit guide that wants attention. So Leos, you tend to be very spiritual, okay? And so there's a spirit that walks with many of you that has the gift of divining, okay? The gift of divining through runes, cards, shells, bones, any other form, any other divination system, reading water, reading fire, reading the ashes on a cigar, doing coffee grind readings. There is a spirit guide that walks with you that wants to very much be acknowledged and expressed. So what I would suggest you do is go on to Google and start looking up gypsy spirit guides, gypsy images, and if there's one that stands out, you should print it. You could put a little teeny tiny glass of water, a little tiny cup of black coffee, and give acknowledgement. Just don't let the water go bad or the coffee go bad, okay? And if it goes bad, you refresh it, all right? And maybe a little tiny bottle of perfume for this gypsy spirit guide, maybe a deck of cards, okay? But they want acknowledgement, all right? I'm gonna pull from one last oracle deck to give any further clarity on the situation before we close. That's way too many cards. But they did flip out and they flew. That's too many cards. All right, that jumped out. All right. So guys, what I love about these cards is that they give you time checkpoints. All right. So Spirit is saying that someone is competing with you. This could be your special person, okay? They could be assuming that you're out there dating, for some of you wilding out, and so they want to do the same thing. So that's what competition, that's what this card means, okay? They could be competing with you. And so, you know, it is what it is. That's just out of jealousy, out of hurt of not being with you, maybe making the wrong decisions in love, and this is what happens, right? That's why there's so much pressure and anxiety and worry building up now, because the clock is ticking to get in union with you before someone else comes to snatch you up. An inheritance is coming to you, okay? So Spirit is saying that there's money coming to you. So yes, money was like water through a basket, okay? You felt like you were spending. You couldn't hold on to money. Maybe there were money issues. Spirit is saying that an inheritance is coming. Now, the inheritance could come through possibly someone passing away. The inheritance could be as a gift to you. The inheritance could possibly be through lottery winnings or games of chance. Okay, so keep in mind, money is coming to you. Spirit is saying that a friend cannot be trusted. There is a snake in the grass. So just be careful of who you tell your secrets to. Do not speak about your next move with people until you can kind of figure out who is the mole, who is the spy, who is the person that cannot be trusted, who is the snake in the grass. Okay, there is a snake in the grass. Spirit wants you to invest in yourself at all levels. And what did I tell you? I said, look, focus on prayer and the meditation, yoga, get your mind, your body, and your spirit right. And spirit is confirming this, okay? Very, very important, because you have a busy next couple of weeks coming up. And so prepare yourself. The love was too intense and I couldn't handle it, so I left. There you go. What did I tell you? This person was feeling so much love and they didn't maybe quite know like how to deal with it. It was too much for them. And maybe that's why they left. They couldn't handle it because they had never felt it before. Maybe their parents never showed them love like that. Okay? And so this spirit is saying this is the reason why the person left. If you did not know, this is the reason why the person left. Because there was black magic worked, okay, and there's some spiritual challenges happening here. An amulet or an eye is needed for protection from enemies. So you got to get a spiritual eye. Usually when you get the spiritual eye, you can get it at a jewelry store. You want to get the eye color that is not your eye color. So if you have brown eyes, you want to get a spiritual eye that has blue or green eyes in it, okay? You want to wear it, okay? You can wash it spiritually in holy water, or any of the baths that you make from my discussion section. You could dip it in there, cleanse it, and cleanse it periodically, and wear it to block and repel evil eyes and jealousy that's being thrown at you. Okay, guys. Spirit is giving you a time frame now. So the time frame is March, April, May. What did I tell you? This is a double confirmation again. Remember the several weeks card came up into April? Spirit is saying one of these months, March, April, May, these events are going to happen. The proposal could happen. The wedding could happen. The pregnancy could happen. The giving birth could happen. Okay? Guys, you have some big things coming, so get yourselves ready. Finally, there may be challenges for you, and I'm saying this, my head is tingling. Aside from this whole love piece, there is a family curse in your bloodline that causes problems, okay? This family curse goes way back. And I'm saying this, my head is tingling. You need to think about prayer and meditation to break this curse. It was a spell that was cast, and it was done by a woman. That's what Spirit is showing me. You may have heard about it through relatives, or you may be able to find or ask around. A lot of times family does not like to talk about these issues. They don't like to talk about it. And a lot of times these curses have not been resolved. You may need to do some kind of ritual or spiritual work in order to break this curse, so that this family curse does not impact you. It may still impact the other people in your family, but I know you certainly don't want anything to do with that curse. If it's messing you up in your finances, if it's messing you up in love and your forward movement and progress. Okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull from Archangel cards really quickly to see if there's any last words to be said. So just give me a couple seconds. So we got two cards. All right, so let's see what Spirit has to say. All right, the first card, Angel Therapy, Archangel Raphael. Angel Therapy. So this therapy denotes like you connecting with Spirit, okay? This is talking about you praying and exercising your spirituality. You know, you did have the gypsy spirit guide that came up. You did have this curse, the family curse that came up, okay? And Archangel Raphael, who's a heavy hitter of the archangels, he's saying, give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens, okay? So people may say, how do I give my cares and burdens to the angels? You pray. You pray to whatever you believe in. And if you can't remember any prayers from church or mosque or temple or whatever it is that you went to, pray from your heart. If you're worried about money, say Archangel Raphael, I need your help. Angels, spirit guides, protections, I need your help. I need you to help me to resolve these issues. Get my money right, get my mind right. Show me the way. Put people, places, and things in my life that will help me to move forward, to progress. Okay? So this is Spirit saying you definitely need to engage in prayer, in mantras, meditation, and yoga. Gifts from God. So Spirit is saying that to get yourself ready for the gifts that you're about to receive, okay? Get your chalice ready. The chalice usually holds the water, the cups, which are emotions, which are love, okay? And so Spirit is saying, this is Archangel Sanafon saying, we angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. You can't make this up, guys. You got to get ready. Do those spiritual baths to clean your aura, to get you open to receive. My head is tingling like crazy right now. Open yourself up. Some of those chakras are closed. Open those chakras up. Go onto my playlist, Sanskrit mantras. Get that chakra opening mantra and start chanting. Get yourself ready because you have love coming to you in leaps and bounds. Guys, this has been your reading for February into March. Your Love Tarot pop-up reading. I will see you next month, towards the end of the month, for your March, April Love Tarot pop-up. If you have any questions, please email me at ayabaswind999@gmail.com. Wind is spelled W-Y-N-D. By all means, please like the video, share the video, and certainly subscribe. I'm going to start the tarot Odu readings for March, which are basically going to be mini life readings for the collective, okay? Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you next month. Ciao.